Another random topic video. I want to give you my mentorship story. It seems like I'm always involved in mentorship in one way or another throughout my life. That's actually what kind of inspired me to start doing these, these video series to just to drop gems on you from time to time, because I've always been involved in mentorship. So whether I was being mentored or whether I was mentoring other people. And it started all the way back when I was younger, and my mom signed me up for like the Big Brother program. I'm not even sure if they still have that. There was also a Big Sister program that my sister was in. The funny thing is we had a Big Sister, but again, she lived in New York and she wasn't around. The funny thing was, my big brother was a college student and he went to Providence College, not too far from my house. So he would take me up to Providence College and, we would hang out, play games on the computer, talk about different things. I'm not going to lie, I don't remember too much of it, but I do remember being in the program and, doing a few things with him. But it was a cool experience. I'd probably say I remember my sister, her big sister, I remember that a lot more. She took her to concerts and restaurants and all different kinds of, I feel like mine being a college student, he just used to bring me up to the campus. He got me like a Duke basketball hat. I think I threw it away. I do appreciate the experience. It was cool. It was cool while it lasted. Thank God, I eventually fell out of touch with him not too long after we even met. But I always been a loner, so I wasn't really pushing for it either. I did some mentorship when I got in college. Matter of fact, even back in high school, I volunteered a few times at this middle school, playing sports with the kids, arts and crafts, stuff like that. Then when we get to college, I was part of a program it was actually part of the AmeriCorps program. It's called Jumpstart. So they would have college kids go to the inner city, where I already live. And we went to like preschools. We would do things with the kids, we would read to them, do little projects with them. We would do arts and crafts with them. Sometimes I believe we would play sports with them, just talk to them, whatever they wanted to talk about, see what was going on. And we got college credit and also $1,000 stipend for college, for school, for our tuition. That definitely came in handy. Another cool experience. Definitely enjoyed hanging out with the preschoolers. It's nothing like hanging with the really young kids. Once kids get old, by that time, especially in the inner city, a lot of them are getting in trouble. The conversations is a lot different. But when you deal with younger kids, like preschool, kindergarten, like them early, like elementary school kids, it's really fun. They just really enjoy seeing you just be there. I feel like that's something that everyone needs to partake in at some point in their life. Group home. That's where I'm currently at now. Matter of fact, I need to go there in a little bit. Yeah, working at the group home, now I'm dealing with like teenagers. It's funny, I've dealt with like every level of kid. I've dealt with preschoolers. Did I work with elementary school kids? Probably at some point. Definitely middle schoolers, and now like high schoolers. And live in a group home is a different situation because these kids are more troubled kids who have gotten in trouble in some type of way. But you have your good days, you have your bad days. But I definitely enjoy taking them out to like the Y. They definitely appreciate it. Because most staff, they just want to sit in the house all day and do nothing. For me, I'm getting paid either way. So whether I'm sitting in the house, I'm getting paid. Whether I'm out in the community, I'm getting paid. So why not make it fun for everyone? Why not make my day go faster by being out of the house? So when we get back, they done wasted all that energy and they're tired and they just go right to sleep. And I have the rest of my night to myself, but I could definitely say, I definitely had a very rewarding experience working here. It definitely taught me a lot of leadership skills. The kids have to ask you for everything. They're constantly asking for this or that. And you have to know when to say yes, when to say no, when to know when they're trying to manipulate you, when to understand when to be firm, when to understand when to be more relaxed. It's just a lot of things that you learn, just constantly being the one that they have to look to get things. I had a client call and, this client, while he was in the program, he was horrible. He was just a complete jackass. He left and I actually forgot about him. And then he called one day and he was just apologizing and like, man, I was just in a bad time in my life. So with things like that, you realize that these kids are just kids. They'll annoy you to no end. They'll curse at you. They'll threaten you. In that moment, I realized that they're just kids, and a lot of them they come from broken homes and they've never had much discipline in their lives. So when we come and try to discipline them, they're very resistant to that. Over time, they finally start to understand that that's exactly what they need. And, it's funny, while they're there, they usually complain, oh, I want to get out of here, I don't want to be here. But once they leave, or when it's coming close to them about to leave, they never want to leave. At first I found that odd, and then I realized a lot of them just grown fond of us. A lot of kids are like, oh man, I'm going to miss you, man. You never speak, but you was always cool with me. And then when they leave, a lot of them come back and visit. I know I'm making some type of impact on their lives. My bosses used to tell me, when that kid comes up and tells you, thank you, that's when you realize what you do it for. That's happening, and a lot of the kids, they know I rap. So, they're always asking me to play my videos and all that type of stuff. So, they get a kick out of it. When I really get started making music the way I want to do it, that's when they really going to get a kick out of it. Like, man, I used to be in a group home with him. And, but I'm jumping the gun. And again, like I said, all this mentorship I've done throughout my life has gotten me to start doing these videos and dropping it for y'all out there on the internet, for those of y'all who I can't reach or touch in person. And I also encourage you guys, those that's older, reach out and mentor a young person, whatever level you feel comfortable with. You want to do high schoolers, middle schoolers, elementary, whatever. Because there's a lot of kids that have no one in their life to look out for them. Even the ones who may have a house and parents and a family. Sometimes the family's so busy, everyone's caught up in their own life that kids feel like no one's there to guide them, and you can provide that. The Big Brother program, if it's still in existence, and the Big Sister program, you can join that and help a kid out. Provide them with some guidance, provide them with some of the experience you've gained over the years. The kids are always willing to listen. We think they are, but a lot of times people usually try to criticize them as opposed to trying to build them up. People respond well to praise, not criticism. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. It's my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.